You have a brand new podcast with your brother Craig called IMO.
Yes, I'm following in your footsteps. I mean, you're killing the game out here.
I don't know about that, but we're winging it.
Yeah, well, that's the fun part of podcasting.
It is.
It's this is the first time we've entered into this space in a major way. I did a podcast after my first book, Becoming, which was really based more on the sort of focus of the book, the story of my life in the White House. But this is a bit different because it's a lot more free flowing. IMO, it's in my opinion. So, I mean, I think a lot like you, it's like you're finding they have a lot of questions. Times are uncertain. People are always looking for some kind of answers because I think we think someone's got wisdom out there. And it eases our minds, I think, if we can just talk about this stuff.
Now, how far apart in age are you and your brother?
We're about a year and a half, so we're really
That's so awesome.
Yeah, we're close. We've been close from the very beginning, and we also just lost our mom about a year ago, and so it's kind of strange that we are now the elders. I mean, when you lose both your parents, and we lost our dad earlier. We were both in our 20s when my dad died, and my mom has held it down for us through all these crazy parts in our lives, the White House years. She got us through those years. But when you lose your parent, you're always kind of wondering, what on earth do I know? My mom is not here anymore. And, I don't know about you, but I'm just now feeling kind of like an adult that knows something,
But does it not feel like it's all of the wisdom that she has imparted on you?
It's there, but until you activate it, you don't realize that it's just been there brewing all along. I find that I'm having that conversation with the girls now. I mean, my girls are, they're adults. They're living on their own, if you can believe that, going from these little girls that people saw on the stage at the first inauguration. They're grown women in the world, but a lot of our conversation now is like, when do you feel like an adult? When does it happen? They think like, is there the magic switch that makes you say, yeah, I'm adulting? And I was like, no.
Yeah, I haven't. It's not there. I still on my fourth child, I'm like, how am I old enough to have 4 kids?
And when you leave the hospital with that baby, you think, are you guys for real? You're letting us?
No one's going to monitor this? Yes.
And you're going to let us get in a car with this precious baby?
Yes.
I think the sadness or the postpartum that I felt with my kids really came from, like, you love these babies so much. Immediately you're connected and you think, oh my God, all you have is me.
Yes.
I feel so bad for you. I wish you had a parent.
Right?
You deserve more. Because I don't know anything, and now I'm in charge.
This is like my inner dialogue.
It is, and you're doing it a 4th time. I just had to stop. I was like, I think I've been lucky with these 2. Barack was like, we should have a 3rd. And I was like, dude.
Well, 2 good sleepers, I'd call it too.
I'm thinking we're going to get a crazy one.
That's
It's just the roll of the dice. So I admire your courage. You're on number 4, and
yes.
you don't know what you're going to get.
No, it's always a toss up. I call our first initiation because she didn't sleep for the first 6 months of her life unless she was touching another human being. I'm like, maybe that's why I keep going. I'm like, that was bad. I got through it. It is always a toss up. You're like, I don't know what this one's going to be like.
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
And they show you pretty early. They're like,
right away.
I have an attitude.
That's it. Our oldest, I still remember the second day in the hospital, we had all the grandparents were in the room, and she just decided to let her rip. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, and I was laying in the bed as a first time mom, like, how do I stop it?
Where's the off button here?
And all the grandparents were like, and no one knew they were like, do we intervene? What happens here? And that was the moment I was like, oh, yep.
No one knows what they're doing. Right.
No, but she's taught me a level of patience I didn't know I had. And she's like, she's going to rule the world. She's going to, I'm excited to see what she does.
Yeah. And you have girls too. All girls.
All girls.
That's because that's what your husband deserved.
Yes.
Something in his life. That's what I told Barack. I was like, the karma was like, dude, you need a bunch of women in your life
to take care of you
around.
That's it.
No, to do a little smacking around.
Oh, when I say take care of you, I mean like handle you. Yes, like handle you. People kept sending me a clip online. Someone, there was a news outlet that did a report on girl dads and how they live longer.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, of course they do.
They
have women being like, are you serious right now?
Are you going out like that?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Are you going to say that?
Are you okay? Get it together. Yep. He now has 5 of us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He and Barack need to talk.
That's it.